Here with a another look at Caspa. All right, we're going to take a look at this chart here. What's a real bummer is I just did a whole half-hour video on Caspa and went to upload it, and something happened, so now I got to redo this again. I felt pretty good about the first one. I hope I can do as good this time. So, all right, we're going to take a look at this chart here in a second. We're having a really nice day in crypto, guys. If we go over the crypto bubbles. This is for the week. You can see how much everything is up. Now, if you look at the day here, things are looking really nice out there. Getting some really nice price action, all because Bitcoin is just being Bitcoin. Been hoping for this breakout and finally got it. Ranked number 44 now. Market cap 1.09 billion. 24-hour volume at 24 million bucks. Nice. If we go over here to coin market cap, look at the volume, up 137%. That's incredible. Almost 24 million on here, 137%. That's fantastic. All right, if we go down through, mostly bullish as usual, especially for Caspa. All right, we're going to go through some things here. I honestly believe, if I had to lean one way or the other here after I show you this chart, I believe we're heading to another all-time high here, and I'll show you this in a second. First, I got to show you a couple other things. For number one is Bitcoin dominance. You know how we talk about this Fibonacci? Look at how it hit that first target, that 1.618. Look at 54.21%. Nailed it. That's on the weekly. All right. It ended up hitting it yesterday. But see how this thing works out? See how it hit that 702, got rejected, came back down, made another run, and it has just blasted up out of here. Now, the same thing is kind of going on if we go over here with Bitcoin. All right. Is this a chart I want? There we go. Okay, now it did the same thing. It got up here, got to that 702, kind of messed around for a day or two. Boom, right up out of there. That first target is up at $36,000. Okay, so we had a high of 35,271, having a little bit of a pullback now. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, this should be down just a hair. There we go, 36,100. All right, now if we go out on the weekly on this thing, look at the RSI. We still have this weekly RSI heading up. Okay, beautiful. The monthly is turning back up. It's at a 78.79 and a 79.6. Let's see it turning back up. So that's great. Obviously, we've been wanting to see that because a couple things really. All right, and there's a price area that we need to take out. All right, if we go out here on the monthly, we've been talking about, this being a possibility, 3, 4, 5, and until it did anything different, that just like with price action, until it does something different, it's doing the same thing. So, if you look up here, the closing candles on this wave one are right there. Okay, now the wicks, this thing is wick down to there. Okay, so is that good enough to wipe out this wave one? Possibly. If you go into the price area of wave one at all, normally it negates that. Okay, I'd like to see it get above this and take out that 38.4. And quite honestly, I believe Bitcoin is going to do it. If we put a retracement on this thing, all right, just to get a normal retracement, should be up at right about $48,000, 48.7. All right, if we go back to 2017, the bull run back here from the high. All right, there you can see it came down. It took it till June of 2019. Okay, the top was in December of 2017. Then you'd have December 2018. December of 2019, roughly a year and a half it took to finally get the retrace. All right, so we are in 2023, and we are working on months, 23 months, almost 2 years here. This thing topped November of 2021. We're going on 2 years. We still haven't got a 618 retracement yet. All right. Now, after we got our retracement, until the bull run started again, it was roughly, it really started taking off about November of 2020, October, really. I remember this. October, we got that nice bump, and then it really started going. So we got in June. This time we're in October. Okay, so I'd like to see this get up here as quick as possible. Expecting the bull run next year. I'm not expecting Bitcoin to pull back down here to no 15 grand, but come down and go sideways, until we start our bull run next year. So we'll see what happens here. We're getting into areas that are getting interesting for Bitcoin. So the thing is looking great. We got, like I said, we got that monthly RSI turning back up. We got the weekly still heading up. Daily's going to get to the area. It's going to have to cool off a little bit. Okay, it's up at 100 and 100. So maybe a pullback down to 30, 31, somewhere around there, and then the next bounce up. So we'll keep an eye on this thing very, very closely. Okay, Dow Jones looking good today. It's up 200 and some bucks. Still holding that support line. Look at this. Still holding it. We run weekly. That weekly's just turning up. That's beautiful. I didn't know that until I looked at the chart. So that's great to see. We got the weekly reset. Bullish. Wow, that'd be great to see a nice blast out of here. That Dixie is at 106.26. It has made a 50% retracement so far. We're looking for it to get up near this 110. Okay, and then hopefully roll over. That should be a big ABC coming in, and get some down push out of that thing. That'll, of course, Bitcoin's flying without it heading down. So that's great to see. And if we go down here, nothing serious. Gold's pretty much flat. I'm gonna start covering silver, guys. I got a chart for it here, but I'd like to find a longer chart. This chart only goes to August of 2022, so I got to find a better chart for it to look at it. But a lot of people have been asking me to cover silver too, so I'm not going to do long videos about it. Just update, I'd go through it, update it, and see. Because even me personally, I hold some silver, and I like to keep an eye on the prices, but I don't think we're going to hit that 60 some dollars it hit that time. I think it was 60 some bucks. Yeah, this chart just isn't any good here. I need another chart. All right, but the total market cap right here, this is with Bitcoin. You can see it working through. It has busted through that 786 fib level here. All right, so you can see that first target up here would be 1.39 trillion. All right, now the total opposite here, because of Bitcoin dominance, is obviously, look at this one here, right up to there. We hit a 702 here, and this is on the market cap excluding Bitcoin. All right, but we still have that weekly heading up, which is great. And that's what we want to see. Want to see a nice push out of this too. All right, you can see a resistance line sticking out like a sore thumb here, right through there. There you go. So that's going to be the area it needs to break out of, right there. There's your resistance line. We break out from there, and this thing should really get going. All right, now let's get back to Caspa here. All right, there we go. All right, now a couple things I want to show you on here. If we go over here to this is the Caspa.fyi. 237,856 addresses. You can see within the last 24 hours some profit taking. All right, you can see here, not much. The last 7 days, 2%, 3%, but definitely some people taking some profits. All right, which I don't blame them. If I bought in at the beginning of this token for coin wherever you want to go with that, at 0.001, and it was up to 5 cents now. I think I would take some money off the board too. For the year. Um, what is it for the year? It's ridiculous. Up 3,009% for the year. That's crazy. Up 3,000%. Okay, so holy cow. What is that? That's a 1,000 would be a 10x. That's a 30x. So for every 1,000 you put in, you're at $30,000 and 29,000 in profit. So yeah, I would take some money off the table too. I mean, geez, uh, holy cow! If you sunk 10 grand into this, you'd have 300,000 now. So of course you'd want to take a little bit of money off the table. That's a 30x in the last year. Treat yourself. Go buy yourself something nice or whatever. Treat yourself. You got to take profits, guys. I learned the hard way in this market. Taking profits is never a bad idea. Okay, it's just not. So, but please, unless you're smart and you know what you're doing, don't try that game of selling and trying to buy back in lower. I know a lot of times we have nailed these ABCs, these corrective moves here. But it's very easy to get burnt on that too. Little story. I don't know what I had, 30 some $1,000 in Cardano, and I thought I was going to buy in lower, sold it, and ended up losing money on the deal. So I learned the hard way on that one. So just be careful with stuff like that. That's never really a good idea. If you're gonna take some off the table, take some off the table. If you get a chance to buy back in later, but don't do it with that purpose of selling and buying back lower. If you get a shot at buying it back lower, that's awesome. Then buy back lower. If you don't, you don't. But like I said, taking profits is never a bad thing. All right, let's get into this. Okay, this is where we're at now. Number one, I showed you them fib levels. Okay, now if we go to Caspa here, look where we're at. Okay, let's go into daily so we can see this a little bit better. All right, we got our high and our low. All right, we poked up through that 786. Okay, now if you remember what we just went over back here, remember when Bitcoin dominance finally got through that 786. Look what happened. Bitcoin, when it finally got through, whoops, not that one, this one. When it finally got through that 786, where's my chart here? Oops, I apologize. There it is, guys. Yeah, we'll just put them on there then. Okay, there we go. When it finally got through that 786, look what happened. I mean, they fire up there, okay? That's what I always say. If it gets through that last 786 level, look out, okay? This thing's really going to fly. The first target, that's your next target, up from the fib, 36,000 bucks, okay? You've seen Bitcoin dominance hit that target perfectly. All right, so if this thing is on a legit break, it has broke above the 786. It's having a little bit of a pullback right now, okay? That target would be up here, 0.0624. All right, that would be our first target, up at 0.0624, right there. That would be the first target area. Your second target area would be at 0.0757, and if it continued going up, the whole way up to the top here would be 0.097. That would be a full extension, okay? Now, let's take a look at some RSIs. The daily, we have at the top, it's at a 99.4 and a 99.8. It's in a corrective mode. Now, if you look at this structure on the daily, and another thing I want to cover here before I forget. Okay, we've went over this. I'm not even going to start back at the beginning. Okay, we've done this before. The what we talk about all the time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then what comes next? All right, I just want to pound this in you guys' heads. ABC. All right, then what comes after that? All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. All right, what comes after that? ABC, corrective. You have a corrective move then. A, B, C. Then what comes after that? Okay? No, I'm not playing you guys as dumb. I'm just trying to pound this in your head so when you look at charts, you say, oh, well, this ought to be coming next then, right? Okay, even if I disappear today and you guys go, and a lot of you guys are going on your own. I hear positive stuff all the time about you guys learning and starting to read charts on your own now. Congratulations, man. That's what this is all about, okay? Not only making friends and hopefully making lifelong friends in here and going through the bull run together and all the exciting times together down the road here, but teaching you guys too, So, when I'm done and gone with this YouTube stuff, then you guys take the reins on your own and you can do it by yourself. A lot of you guys already are, okay. But what I'm trying to pound through your head, the next time you're looking at a chart, if you're looking at H bar, you're looking at Gala, whatever you're looking at, if you see 5 waves up, you're going to say, oh, wow, well, next there should be a corrective structure then, an ABC. Okay, so that's what normally happens. You have 5 up, 3 down, 5 up, 3 down, 5 up. It just keeps going until it changes. Okay, you keep following the same rhythm until something changes. Okay, higher highs and higher lows. Remember that too. As long as you have higher highs and higher lows, you're having you're in an uptrend. Okay, now we had our ABC structure. So next, 5 waves up. All right, this looks perfect for a 1-2, does it not? 1-2, working on the 3rd wave up. Looks absolutely perfect to me. Start down here, you top wave 1, wave 2 pullback. This should be wave 3. You could have a couple red candles in here, a little big zigzag action, whatever. This should be wave 3. Then your 4th wave pullback, wherever that goes, as long as it doesn't violate the top of wave 1. And then your 5th wave up, wherever them go. I have no way of telling. If I put a trend-based fib extension on there, gives me kind of a target that I think is, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we put a trend-based fib on there. That gives a target at 7.4. All right. Does that line up with a regular fib? Does that give anywhere near? All right. 7.4. Well, 7.5 up here and 7.4. Well, you never know. All right. That's why you look for what's it called? Confluence or whatever. You look for things that are jiving together. You know what I mean? Like if the trend-based fib and the Fibonacci extension are given same targets, and then maybe that's the target we're going to get. But anyway, let's move on. We have the weekly. We have broken through the 786. That's huge. It's bigger than anything as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I believe this is a wave 3 we're working on. We have massive volume coming in. The daily RSI is at the top. The weekly is turning back up. Okay, it's at a 27.6 and a 31.4. It's curving back up. You can see the curve in that. Right there. Okay, and even if you take, I even check the MACD on this. I don't use the MACD a whole lot. Once in a while I'll look at it. Okay, we even have a bullish MACD. That's on the weekly. All right, it's still way up there on the weekly. It's still bullish, and a daily bullish MACD. Okay, so that's good to see. That's positive. All right, and this thing is not even tweaked out or peaked out yet here. Tweaked out. Peaked out. It's only right to this level on the green. It can still go a lot higher on this MACD. Okay, so that's on that daily. On the weekly, it's showing a little bit of weakness here. That's getting a little tight there, but it looks like it's curving back up here on the RSI. So the MACD is definitely positive right now for Caspa. All right, we got through that 786. The weekly's turning up. The daily is right at the top. The 12-hour is corrective. The 8-hour is corrective. And the 4-hour is coming down pretty fast here. It's corrective also. Okay, so I would expect in the short term a correction possibly, as long as it does not violate this 0.0480 right here. I'm going to fatten that up a little bit. There you go. As long as it doesn't violate that area, then I believe this is doing 5 waves up. I believe we're heading for a new all-time high. Okay, after we take out that 0.054, our first, like I said, our first target area. The only way we know is with a fib to give us a target up at 0.062. All right. All right, guys, thank you so very, very much. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you, channel members. I was going to show you guys on the video. Thank you so very, very much. You guys keep the channel going. You really, you bring in as much for me as videos do. So thank you so very much, guys. Next video I put out, I will have you guys up on it, and I really mean that. The memberships help out so much. They really do. I love doing these videos, but it's nice to have something to pay for my time once in a while. Most of the time I have a couple hours out in my garage doing these things, so to make a little bit of money is nice. But all right, thank you so much, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Congratulations, everybody. Caspa is looking pretty good. Have a great day.